matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on last year's national champion, the Stanford Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Lobos will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. Formation for these receivers. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Catch in the middle, it's Ferguson. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker in the ball.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Got it in the middle. It's Ferguson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So New Mexico's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Lobos have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll start to return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes the catch. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Stanford to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and inches. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Using the quick game.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got the quick pass. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Off play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hauls it in down the sideline. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, New Mexico.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill. Go get the running back. Get a tackle for a loss.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incomplete.
Turning it on. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door 1st and goal.
He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Cardinal! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Now the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Lobos will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Made a defender miss. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Stanford could choose to go for it all here on 2nd and inches. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Stanford! They'll try to add another to their lead. with the extra point. They're up 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Bowling Green is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Central Michigan. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here's the handoff. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
Cradles it at the 35. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run and play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He fires a bullet to the right. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Lobos! A great catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Zings it complete to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to throw on third down. Quick strike complete. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Just keeps slinging it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
Well, that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position. Throws for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, the attempt is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Ferguson. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
He'll throw on third down. Pocket breaking down. Another incompletion on third down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one.
Kick interference. Kicking team.
So the offense picks up 15 yards after an egregious blunder on special teams. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Lets it fly. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And sometimes the quarterback grabs the football so quick and tries to get out of his hand, rushes it a little bit on these quick throws. Sometimes they'll even grab the laces, and you could tell he just grabbed it, threw it a little bit too quick, and missed behind the wide receiver.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Dumps it to the back. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
On 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. And the Lobos will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Stanford will boot it away to start this 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 40. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To the ground with the back. Oh, it's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the 1st down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And they're not on the same page there.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Lobos will punt it away on fourth down. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Hauls it in, looking for space. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Got his man down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Catch in the middle. It's Harris. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. A third down try for the offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my role. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
bring up fourth down. The Lobos will call on their punt team. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in it.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cardinals! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And the Lobos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He'll do it himself. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. The Lobos will punt this one away. Let's see what he can do with it. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
I tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Gets rid of it. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
You know, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open, like on that last play. Just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Snags it quickly on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Great place to start for this offense. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Got room on the return. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He just barely got enough, but that one has just barely kept it straight enough, too. And that lead grows even bigger. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
He unleashes a long one. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Quick completion to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on first down from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Cardinal come to the line, needing a few inches to move the sticks. Bully ball on 3rd and short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. With jet sweep pass. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
How much?